Welcome back. Prime Minister Philip Davis is rejecting claims that the Free National Movement outperformed the Progressive Liberal Party in the Golden Isles by-election. He says the only outcome that matters is that the Progressive Liberal Party secured that seat through its candidate, Darren Pickstock.
We won. That's my response to them. We won.
Davis also addressed concerns about declining voter participation, noting that turnout in Golden Isles fell below 50%. He says the trend reflects a wider national issue, pointing to the 2021 general election, which saw the lowest voter turnout in modern Bahamian history at just 65%.
No, don't forget, this is a democracy. Voters have a choice to vote or not to vote. That's a choice. And if they don't vote, that's a choice. Democracy has free will. So if they don't want to vote or participate, that's their choice. For my part, I'm going to ensure that those persons who support me, support my party, I'm going to ensure that I inspire them to vote. I'm going to try to ensure they are not apathetic.
Davis says his administration remains focused on restoring public trust and re-energizing voters, adding that strengthening democratic participation is essential as the country prepares for future elections. Turning now to crime news. Police are investigating an armed robbery that occurred on Thursday just off Carmichael Road in the area of Dignity Gardens. Preliminary reports indicate that shortly before 1 p.m., a man was heading to his residence on his blue 2024 Yamaha bike when the occupants of a gold-colored Japanese vehicle knocked him off his motorcycle. Two men got out of the car armed with guns and robbed him of cash and his motorcycle. One of the culprits was wearing a white shirt, brown shorts, and white Crocs with a blue number 23 on them. The suspects fled from the scene on a dirt road in an eastern direction. Over in Grand Bahama, police are investigating an armed robbery that also occurred on Thursday. Preliminary reports indicate that shortly before 8 p.m., two individuals were at an establishment on Seahorse Road when they answered a knock at the door, believing it was from friends. Upon opening the door, they were confronted by a male who brandished a firearm and robbed them of cash. And finally, 71 healthcare workers graduated from the Public Hospitals Authority Academy, marking what officials describe as a critical investment in the country's future healthcare workforce. The class of 2025 includes clinical nurses, pharmacy technicians, emergency medical technicians, and medical billing and coding specialists, all trained to help strengthen services across the Bahamas.
It's also a proud moment for our nation, because it is a moment about you, veterans, your families, and of course for the future of healthcare in the Bahamas. And the ceremony marks the beginning of your service. Service to people, service to country, service rooted in skill, compassion, and devotion. As I said, 3 years ago, the PHA Academy was created, and it had one clear purpose: to invest in our people. We wanted to give Bahamians real opportunities, particularly young Bahamians. Opportunities to learn, to grow, to expand your education, and to build meaningful careers. Opportunities to upskill so you can better serve patients and strengthen our healthcare system.
The Prime Minister said the Academy is already delivering on its mission by preparing young Bahamians for careers that directly support the country's health system. Health and Wellness Minister Dr. Michael Darville also addressed the graduates, underscoring the importance of their role in strengthening healthcare delivery nationwide.
Congratulate the 71 members of the PHA Academy class of 2025. This graduation class will expand our national healthcare workforce with 32 trained clinical nurses, 16 pharmacy technicians, 9 emergency technicians, and 14 billing and coding experts, all ready to support and to improve the delivery of healthcare services throughout the country. Graduates, I encourage you to perform your duties with the highest standards, a accountability, and a clear sense of national service. Your contribution is essential to improving healthcare throughout our communities, strengthen the quality of healthcare delivery systems across our public healthcare system. Through the completion of your programs, you have already demonstrated that you have the ability to succeed.
The ceremony also highlighted the government's push to expand training and address manpower shortages across the public health system. Well, that's a wrap on News Tonight. It's certainly been a pleasure bringing you the latest in news. On behalf of our JCN News team, I'm Adama Williams. Have a safe and enjoyable weekend.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.